He cheated with the pastor's wife, part 5. So I left you with the little cliffhanger. Sorry about that. Uh, so here it is the next day, you guys. Now he stormed out of Bible study. He was pissed off. He was angry. No me time. Rah, rah, rah. All that stuff. He did not come home that night. He did not come home until sometime the next morning. Now, at this time, I'm working my full-time job. I made it through training. I'm working my full-time job. And this is at a point where I got to go to work. It's a Saturday. However, I could tell that he came in, he was drunk, not in any condition to be watching any kids. Also, at this time, my son had a home health nurse. So I had the home health nurse there because my son ended up having brittle bones, and he had a couple fractures and things that took place because of the brittle bones. And so the nurse was there caring for him. Now, I'm the type of person, if I see that you can't care for the other 2 kids, my son has a nurse, so he was good. The nurse would have been there till I got off work. And so I called my mom. I said, look, I'm going to just bring the kids over there. He needs some time to himself while I go to work. And the nurse is here with, with Micah. He jumps up. What are you doing? Why you this? Why are you taking the kids? Now, at the time, my youngest had one of the car seats, to carry you. You just unhook it and hook it in the thing. So it was in the house. He takes he's like, well, you're not taking Mila anywhere. She's not going anywhere. Takes the car seat, runs it up the stairs. Like, okay, he took the car seat. So, and then he's looking for his keys. Now, I didn't know where the car keys were. Again, he came in early that morning, drunk, whatever. I know he had his jacket with him when he went out. And I noticed the jacket was like thrown on the thing downstairs. So I don't know where the keys at. He come yelling. I'm holding the baby. The nurse is over there with my son. And he's just yelling. Where's the keys? Where's the keys? Like, just yelling. And I'm like, I don't know where the keys are. Now, at this point, I'm on the phone talking to the pastor's wife. Because she was the one who kind of suggested that I take the kids over to my parents' house. And so I was calling her back to let her know, hey, the nurse will be here with Micah. I'm going to take the girls to my parents' house. So I'm on the phone with the pastor, not the pastor wife, but the one at the church that we were going to. I'm on the phone with her. And she's trying to, she's staying calm. She's always been this calm-mannered person. So she's just saying, if he yells, just let him yell. Just do what you need to do. And I told her, I said, well, I can't take Mila anywhere. He took the car seat. He's yelling, screaming. She hears him. So then he comes and I'm sitting on a sofa. And he stands over me. And I'm looking up at him like, what's going on? And he was like, where's the car keys? I don't know where the car keys are. And he takes his hand and he open palm smacks me in the face. Again, the nurse is sitting right there. I'm holding the baby. He hit me hard enough that I literally dropped the baby. However, the nurse had a quick enough reaction that when she saw it happening, she literally did one of them football dives and caught the baby before she hit the floor. She grabbed the baby. My immediate reaction was, oh, hell no. Oh, no. So I ran in the kitchen and I grabbed the biggest ching that I could grab in there. The biggest one I had in there, I grabbed it. And I was getting ready to run up them stairs. And as soon as I got ready to run up them stairs, he came shooting down because I think he remembered that I always kept the spare key to his car in the dresser drawer. So he ran upstairs, got the spare key, and bolted out of the door. He bolted out of the door, and I called the police. I explained to them what happened. The nurse, because she's mandated by law to give a statement, she explains what happened. Same thing that I said happened is what she gave in her statement that happened. They got the description and the tag information for the car, and they were looking for him to arrest him. And at this point, he had gone. I didn't know where he was. I say, well, here's his, they asked for his cell phone number. They got his cell phone number. They called him and they said, listen, we know what's going on. All we need for you to do is just tell us where you want us to meet so we can pick you up. They met him. It was like at one of the Walgreens where we were staying, about down the street from where we were staying at the time. They met him up there, arrested him with no incident, and he went to jail. Yeah. He went to jail. And so that whole situation was, it was crazy. Again, that was now number 2, second time. The first time was the grabbing. Now, this is a moment where you have physically put your hands on me. I had never, ever in my life experienced anyone physically putting their hands on me. So here we are again, with this situation. Now at this point, I'm in the church. I'm with, women in the church who've been married, who've been dealing with things, going through things. And yeah, they telling me X, Y, and Z, and I'm just sitting here like, the whole thing. So because again, I have this newborn, at that point, I don't think we had been married. I think we were coming, we were coming up to being married for a year, all this stuff, or we were close to. I think it was right before. I can't remember the exact month. But the whole thing was people just kept saying, oh, this is so new. You need to just go to counseling, go to therapy, do this. Like, giving me this whole rundown. Like, now, of course, my parents or my brother, they weren't on that type of time at all. Like, I think I've been through enough the first time for people to really know, all right, like, she ain't on this type of time like that. Which kind of, it's like now when I look back on it, I'm like, girl, what was you doing? What was your thought? I think I was just really at that point, like, I was at a settling moment. Because you got to remember, I contracted the HIV virus from my first husband. Throughout, from that time period up until being with my second husband, I had dated different people. I had been in relationships. I had so many things that had happened. I was in a mindset, and I got put into a mindset of settling, honestly. Like, I won't sit here and lie to you guys. Like, I got into a mindset of settling at that point, And I can't sit here and tell you that maybe what my ex-husband said it might have popped in my head a little bit. The whole, you might as well be with me because nobody ain't gonna ever want you. Because now here I am dealing with somebody who is treating me like crap. Or maybe I just need to be with somebody who is positive. Like, there were so many different things that was going through my head during this whole moment. I was like, man. But I still kept saying, you know what? I'm going to try to fight this. Like, never in a million years did I would think that I would be married and divorced 2 times, okay? Never. I didn't think I would ever be divorced a first time, because I always said when I got married, I was going to be married and that was going to be that. Like, I never got married with a thought of I'm not being married, if that makes sense. Like, you don't get married to assume you might get divorced in the future. Nobody does that. But with this whole situation, I was just, oh my gosh, I was just trying to work through it, push through it. I'm like, okay, maybe he do got some underlying issues going on. Maybe it is something. Maybe he got anger issues that he ain't really disclosed, and now it's really coming out because he's trying to stop smoking. He's trying to stop drinking. He's dealing with a new environment. He's dealing with, we got a child. Like, that's like where my mind is at with it. So I'm not really knowing or understanding what's really the issue. So I was like, you know what? We got to figure something out. So then it's getting close to Christmas time. And we decided for Christmas that we would go and take the baby to meet his family in Charlotte.